Hi guys, my name is Angelique and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my TRX home suspension trainer. If you happen to see my Rogue home gym tour, you may have seen this kind of hanging in the gym during the tour, but I didn't mention it. And that's because this piece of equipment deserves a video all on its own. This TRX suspension trainer is fantastic and I'm here to talk to you about how I use it and the top 10 exercises I do using my TRX suspension trainer. Okay, so here's kind of what it looks like when you get it out of the package. Right here we've got the Trx Door Anchor, and basically put this, if you're going to close your door, this goes on the opposite side of the door. This kind of goes through the top, and then you kind of hook it in here, and then you've got the D-clip here at the top. This is how we kind of hang ours from our pull-up bar, and then you've got all of your adjustable straps. These can adjust to many different heights, including for short people like me. And then you've got handles, and you've also got some foot straps down here. So that's kind of the basics of it. It's a super simple piece of equipment, but man, the amount of uses this thing has is pretty amazing. What I love about the TRX trainer is that you can get a fantastic workout by just using your body weight, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. This is also great, and it comes with like this nice little netted bag. And so if you're ever going on travel and you know you're not going to have access to a gym, but you want to get some kind of blood pumping to those muscles just to stay active, bring your door anchor, put this in that little netted bag, and you're good to go. To kick it off, we're going to start talking about some lower body exercises. And the first one I like to do are some single leg squats. And what you kind of have to do, you kind of have to mess with it a little bit to get it to the right height. But for me, I like to put my foot in this hook right here, the foot strap. And I like to have my heel kind of about like mid hamstring level. And I think that's kind of a good place for me for a single leg squat. So kind of hop or move around to get into position. But what's so great about this is not only are you working the front leg muscles, but you're also getting a fantastic stretch in your hip flexor. So you squat down with the front leg and come back up. You can add weight to this exercise to make it a little bit more challenging, but honestly, this is all you need to get a really great workout. So again, for this, it's a single leg squat, so you're gonna be focusing on driving your heel down on the way up to really feel that left glute working if you got your right foot up. So that's your single leg squat. The next one I like to do is a assisted RDL with the strap. And so here, all I'm gonna do is kind of adjust it so, I don't know, it's about mid-thigh height. And you can do both straps or one, but honestly, it's just so you can have a little bit of stability for your single leg RDL. So you're gonna reach forward and then come back up. Reach forward and come back up. So the hard part is trying to stay stable and not putting too much pressure on the handles, because then they'll slip like you just saw mine do. So keep kind of equal pressure on the straps. Lift one leg up, and the standing leg or the working leg is going to stay straight or have a micro bend in it. Lean as far as you can forward, feeling that stretch in your hamstring, and come back up. That's a great workout to do maybe as a finisher, or maybe even just a warm-up exercise. No matter where you throw it into your workout, it's fantastic for mobility and making sure those muscles are nice and warmed up. So that's your single leg RDL. The other one is the assisted squat. So you can do both legs, kind of like this, lean back, put a little bit of pressure on the handles, lean back, and squat. Here, so again, assisted, or you can do single leg. I like to kind of keep my arms bent here and drop and do a single leg squat. You can also do a glute bridge. So you put your feet in the straps and elevate up. So you're squeezing those glutes. Those hamstrings are really working to kind of keep those straps stable. I use my elbows to kind of anchor me down, lift the hips, squeeze at the top, and come on down. Wow, those hamstrings are really engaged there. Next, let's get into upper body stuff. So the first upper body exercise I like to do are rows. So I have the straps at equal length. That's important here, so you're not kind of overcompensating or unequal when you're doing your pull up, or you're pulling yourself up. So I'm going to, you can do it in a few different grips, but here, I'd like to kind of lean back as far as I can. There's a couple different ways you can do it. The two that I like to do are you can pull like this, where you kind of twist, so you have a neutral grip here, and then kind of pull your arms in parallel to your body. So that's kind of the narrow grip row. And then you can also do a wide grip, so you can keep your hands out flat and then pull wide like this. So that's gonna work more of your upper back and your traps. Another really simple exercise you can do is a tricep extension. Again, leaning forward here. If I can get these straps. You're gonna lean forward here, bend, here. So not only is that working your triceps, your core is really getting incorporated into that exercise too. So then the next one you can do, really simple, is a bicep curl. It's a little bit more challenging than you would think because you're using your biceps to kind of pull your own body weight, but bicep curls, super simple. And the whole time when you're doing any of these exercises, be sure to kind of keep your core strong. Don't allow your back to arch. You can really easily injure yourself there. So be sure to kind of keep a neutral spine as best you can when you're doing these exercises. And another one that you can do that's a little challenging, in my mind, maybe easy for some of you guys, but it's a fly. So I'm gonna drop the straps a little bit so I can extend my arms. Good. And lean back just as I was. And what I'm going to do is extend my arms out wide and fly out. So this is a wide fly. Lean back and fly. Great upper back and trap exercise as well. All right, now let's get into the good stuff. If you think about a push-up progression, it's easy. The easiest way to do a push-up is if you have your feet anchored on the ground and your hands are elevated. So obviously less of the weight is in your hands, it's more in your feet. Then the next level is a flat back, both hands and feet on the ground. And the next level of difficulty up would be elevating your feet. And that's what we're gonna do here, just to elevate the push-up. So put your feet in the straps. Your straps should be, I don't know, somewhere around a foot off the ground or so, or higher if you feel that's comfortable to you. And then just kind of walk your hands out. Be sure to make sure that you've got your shoulders are right above your wrist, just like a normal push-up. And then up and down. So you can play with the grip of your hands. You can do a tricep push-up where you have them right underneath your shoulders and push like that, or you can do a wide grip and get more of your chest involved. So those are the elevated push-up. And then back with the abs, I'm gonna put my feet back in the straps, but we're gonna do a mountain climber, which I think is probably one of the hardest ones, but we will get into it. So again, in a push-up position, and you're just gonna move your feet back and forth. And that's your TRX mountain climber here. And the last and final exercise I like to incorporate into my workout is a plank. I don't know, it's a plank variation. So basically I like to get in a plank here. In here, my shoulders are a little bit forward because I'm going to raise my hips up and then come back down. Alright, so I hope you found this video helpful. Our TRX suspension trainer is one of the most used pieces of equipment in our gym, and the reason why is you can really crush upper body, lower body, get in some abs. I like to primarily use mine for mobility and warming up and really kind of making sure that I'm using muscles that I wouldn't normally use in my standard squat, lunge, thruster, like those types of exercise. If you head to the TRX website, you'll see that they have all sorts of different bundles available. And by bundle, I mean you can get a TRX suspension trainer with some resistance bands, and you can get like a 1-year subscription service for exercises or workouts with the TRX trainer, which I haven't used, but I think that if you've never used one before or you don't know how to use it, maybe a guided class would be helpful for you. So I hope you found this helpful, and if you do, leave me a comment below on if you happen to get one of these and what exercises are your favorite. All right, thanks for watching.